Good morning on this Labor Day weekend Saturday. Thanks for checking in with us here at Atlanta News First Plus. Hope your day's off to a great start. We are looking outside over Atlanta. Great weather to start the day. However, changes are coming. Good morning to everybody just checking in here at Atlanta News First Plus as we're looking at a Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, the place to be for UGA fans in just a matter of hours. We will talk about everything happening across the city coming up this morning. I'm Megan Packer here with Atlanta News First Plus, here to update you on what's happening with your news here in Metro Atlanta. It is a long holiday weekend, so much happening across the city. And we have a lot of weather that we need to talk about as well. First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi will join us in just a moment. It is a First Alert weather day. You need to be aware of storms heading our way later today because there is so much happening and they really could disrupt your plans. Unfortunately, the timing is not great. So we'll get our forecast in just a moment. But first, we want to update you on what is happening right now in Atlanta. You've got to see this video of the Dragon Con parade. We have our crew out there. It is happening or just wrapped up probably a few minutes ago. It started at 10 o'clock this morning in downtown Atlanta. Look at these costumes. Dragon Con is the beloved convention that takes over Atlanta this weekend every year. It's a few days, and then there's always the fun parade on Saturday morning. And you really see costumes that really run the gamut. People's favorite characters, people make up costumes. It's really whatever suits you. So we're seeing a little bit of everything. People of all ages, they're driving, they're walking, and people were lining the parade route really early this morning. You can see there's a ton of people out there. Lots of them got a front row seat, and the weather was great this morning. Still is really nice. It looks awesome out there for Dragon Con. So Dragon Con goes a few more days, but that is only one thing happening on this very busy weekend. We have to talk about what is happening with football. Let's take a look outside right now over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. This is a live look right now at 11:06, almost 11:07. We are less than an hour away now until the kickoff of the UGA Clemson game. It is at noon at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, so that will be the place to be for so many college football fans. That's not the only one, though. Tonight at 8 o'clock, we've got Georgia State University heading to Bobby Dodd Stadium to take on Georgia Tech. That's 8 o'clock tonight. So those are two big games that a lot of people will have their eyes on. Let's not forget, we've got PGA golf in Atlanta this weekend. The pros are here. The Tour Championship at Eastlake Golf Club. They had to delay their play for about 90 minutes last night because of the storms that rolled through. So we'll wait and see how the weather today affects them as they try to get round 3 in. And then it is also Atlanta Black Pride weekend. That is happening with several different events. This is a look from the mayor's reception just a few nights ago. So there's a festival we know today happening. And that is at Piedmont Park from noon until 8. And this year is a little different for Atlanta Black Pride because the Global Black Pride group is also joining the organizers to put on the events. So, take your pick of where you want to go. What an awesome, awesome weekend in Atlanta with so much happening. As far as a not-so-happy story to update you on, I will let you know there was a shooting investigation in DeKalb County last night at a McDonald's. An argument led to 2 men getting shot at the McDonald's on Turner Hill Road in Stonecrest. DeKalb County police say a 26-year-old was shot in the arm and taken to the hospital. An 18-year-old's cheek was grazed by a bullet. He did not have to go to the hospital. DeKalb police have not said if either man was arrested or will face charges. Waiting to learn a little bit more from DeKalb County Police about that Friday night shooting at a McDonald's. And there is some awesome news, an Atlanta tie to report from the Paralympics in Paris. The Team USA has its first gold medal, all because of an Atlanta woman. 20-year-old Gia Pergolini took the top spot for the 100-meter backstroke S13. Congratulations. She is the first U.S. woman to win back-to-back gold in that event, making Team USA proud, making Atlanta proud. How cool is that? So those are some good stories to share with you this morning as we keep an eye on the Paralympic Games that are in Paris right now. All right, looking outside again over Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, things are looking really good right now, but we do have to talk about the changes that are coming. First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi is here to tell us about the First Alert weather day. Courtney, yesterday's storms got pretty intense, and you're saying we could see that again today.
Right, yeah, our setup extremely similar to yesterday, so not much change from today compared to yesterday. So we just want to prepare you for that possibility for more storms to develop again this afternoon. The morning will stay quiet, and this afternoon into the early evening is when we'll watch for that chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms. Of course, where you're looking right now, the Bends, boy, is that going to be a popular spot today. I know a lot of you going to be headed out there for college football. If you are headed out a little later tonight to Bobby Dodd, of course, we have Georgia Tech versus Georgia State. That forecast for that game does look a little better. Thankfully, the Benz has that oh-so-wonderful roof that can close. That always comes in handy here in North Georgia because our weather can always be very unpredictable. Here's a look at just our upcoming alerts. So again, today and tomorrow for scattered afternoon storms, that is why we have our First Alert weather day. These storms can wreak a little havoc, carry heavy rain, really loud claps of thunder. Of course, the lightning is what ultimately causes those loud booms that you hear in the sky, and also some gusty wind. Severe weather-wise, maybe an isolated severe storm, especially the further north you go, because you are closer to an approaching cold front that's moving ever so slowly through the southeast. But overall, severe weather threat looks very minimal for us. Here's a look at that football forecast for UGA versus Clemson. I know a lot of you woke up probably just feeling some type of way this morning because college football is officially back. Of course, we had last week Georgia Tech versus FSU, which was a fantastic game. But this is really when everything starts to kick off. We have so many games going on over the weekend. So no matter who you're rooting for, I'm sure they're playing over the next several days. So Georgia versus Clemson. Again, that's a noon kickoff. So if you're already getting up and at it and getting ready to head out to go tailgate, I mean, it's 11:11, so the game starts in less than an hour. It will be dry through about noon, and then we'll start to introduce at least the chance for a few isolated storms around 1 o'clock, leaving the game this afternoon. If you have any plans, whether it is football, maybe you're headed to the Arts Festival in Marietta Square. That is a great event. Maybe you're headed to the East Lake Golf Championship over at East Lake Golf Club. Anything once we head past like 2 o'clock, that's where more widely scattered showers and thunderstorms will start to develop. So a good idea to have the First Alert weather app handy today and really all the way through Labor Day weekend, because after what has been a really dry August, of course, like the most important weekend in August into September, of course, Labor Day weekend, all the rain and storms decide they want to come back, which we need the rain, so we really can't complain. But of course, with everyone kind of heading out and about, going to the lake, going to the pool, heading to all the events, you just really want to be weather aware over the next couple of days with storms in the forecast. Let's take you through First Alert Futurecast here. So again, around 1 o'clock, storms will start to bubble up. Going to be a hot day today again, temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s. And then look at 4 o'clock. Widely scattered showers and storms continue to develop. Heavy rain, gusty wind, some frequent lightning, all possible. And then as we make our way towards 7, 8 o'clock, we start to dry out a little bit. Again, we do have kickoff Georgia Tech versus Georgia State tonight at, I believe it's 8 o'clock. And so that game should be fairly dry but warm with temperatures in the 80s. And then we'll continue to stay mostly dry through the overnight hours. And Sunday, we'll do it all over again. Very similar time frame. We're looking between mainly 1 and 4 p.m. for the widely scattered showers and storms. And then Labor Day, it almost looks like we're a little drier on Labor Day on Monday, but still scattered afternoon storms. We're not giving this First Alert weather day just yet. I will say, though, models have continued to kind of trend wetter each day. Like when we're getting closer to the actual day that we're forecasting for, models have continued to trend wetter. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this rain chance go up because that's the day that the physical cold front will be moving through. But right now, maybe we'll get some of that drier air starting to mix in as that front pushes in. We'll see what happens, but right now, scattered afternoon storms will be possible with temperatures in the low 90s. Again, all the rain and storms the next few days is all along and ahead of a cold front that will slowly move into the southeast. We will keep a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday, mainly south of the city, but cooler air will start to spill in on Tuesday. That's going to be the big story for this upcoming week, is that we're going to go from a very hot forecast where we were in the mid-90s yesterday, low 90s through the weekend, all the way into the low 80s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Some spots through the end of the week will only top out in the upper 70s. So a much cooler trend to kick off the new month of September, which does officially start tomorrow. So your 7-day forecast looks like this. 2 First Alert weather days today and tomorrow. Widely scattered afternoon storms. Best timing for rain both days will be between about 1 and 4 or 5 p.m. So kind of smack dab in the middle of your day. Temperatures in the low 90s. Severe weather threat looks low, but just like yesterday, you could have some storms that'll pack a punch that carry the heavy rain, the gusty wind, the frequent lightning. So again, if you have any plans outside the next few days, I know a lot of you probably do. You just want to make sure you're keeping your eyes to the skies. First Alert Weather app will alert you if storms are on the way. Low 90s Monday for Labor Day with a chance for afternoon scattered storms, and then we'll stay unsettled. It does look like we'll potentially have another system develop late week that could increase our rain chance, especially Friday. So right now, Friday's coverage of rain is about 40%, but that could go up as we go through the week and we get a better handle on this secondary system that does develop. But regardless, cooler temperatures on the way. We'll say goodbye to the 90s and hello to the 80s, the low 80s at that, Tuesday all the way through Friday. All right, everyone. I appreciate you spending some time with us this morning to get all of your news and weather. Lots going on across North Georgia, so get out and enjoy it. The earlier you go out the next few days, the better. One, because it won't be quite as hot, and two, you won't have to worry about the storms. So hopefully you can get out and just have a wonderful long holiday weekend and stay safe as you make your way out and about, and we'll catch you here next time.